Hello guys and welcome back to part 6 of my playthrough of Sherlock Holmes and the Awakened. Let's get on with it. I should probably come up with some better intro. Okay, yeah, last time we finished here, so let's just go back now. Yeah.
Got a spot in mind?
Yeah.
New Orleans port, and quickly. Innocents slaughtered, a woman lynched, a boy forever traumatized. I feel we've crossed the Rubicon, Holmes.
Davy is resilient, much like Eula.
He will overcome this. You're right, but I worry this portends far worse for us. What have we got ourselves into, Holmes?
Oh yeah, we had to go and talk to that woman in the docks. So not that way, this way.
Who's your friend, Frank? We love a new face, and his is particularly lovely.
Johnny boy, so how was it with Champagne?
Most enlightening, thank you. And now my friend Mr. Holmes would like to talk to you too.
Well, ain't you something? What can I do for you?
I'm afraid I bring bad tidings.
How bad?
It concerns your significant other, Arneson.
Arneson? Now, who said we were lovebirds?
Lucy, we only mean to help. No word of the matter shall spread.
What are you implying?
The man in this letter seemed ready to declare his feelings for you. Sounds like he was more than a client.
It's part of the job. Men can say weird things when they think they're in love.
Yeah, so that was the first one.
This photo of you and Mr. Arneson suggests the feelings were reciprocated.
Looking interested when with the client is part of the job, Mr. Holmes. I don't even remember the man.
You mean to say you take pictures with everyone?
If they ask nicely. And pay.
And then the ring.
Arneson definitely paid for a ring in your size inscribed, "My princess, my love, my heart." It is for you. Arneson was going to propose marriage. The facts are clear. You know Mr. Arneson and perhaps even love him back. Regardless, he has been abducted. His life is hanging in the balance. Please, help me save him.
Oh my Errol! What have you gotten yourself into? I didn't want to believe this could happen.
Lucy, what do you know? Could it have been the sheriff?
I don't know, John. This town has darkness in it. Errol and me, we had plans, dreams. We wanted to make this place better for all the folk who live here. Errol had grown suspicious of Ashmat, thought he was acting odd. He brought up the bayou. I told him to leave it all alone. The water's there. They swallow everyone.
You mean the alligators?
No. It's local legend. The bayou's dangerous. Any visitor that sees death's messengers, they die.
These messengers, are they abstract or a landmark?
They're white lilies. You see a path with them flowers, you turn around.
All right, Watson. We must find someone to take us to the bayou.
Lucy, you have our thanks. We will go and look for Arneson.
And now, champagne bottle makes sense. We have met a suitable person to take us to the bayou. And let's keep eye out for white lilies. Why, this way is faster, I think. I assume that there is no more side content in this area. Actually, I want to check the... Check the voodoo man's place now, since we left the book back. I wonder if that has done anything. And here we are actually in the right place for that too. Oh, he has closed his doors. Was it in this building? I think that it was. Are you in there?
Hello again, and thank you. Your last tip proved extremely useful.
Don't mention it, Cher. Champagne ain't one for trickery. Now, if you need more help...
As it happens, we need to take a short trip through the bayou into the nearby swamp. Of course, you'd receive fair compensation.
It's almost dusk, and only fools go into that swamp at night. Come back tomorrow. Champagne will take you down.
That will not do. We must go now. It is of grave importance.
I won't take you. But if you're crazy enough to go, I'll sell you the boat.
Wouldn't you know it, I came across a bottle of your namesake. Will that be enough for a boat?
It's warm. The bottle's dirty. But we got a deal. I'll even lend you this rifle. If you're going into the swamp, you'll need it.
One last favor. The boat that we came on is to leave tomorrow for Europe. Would you kindly relay a message to the crew for us? We may need them to hold their departure till 8 in the morning.
Of course.
Knives out. What's the trophy that I earned? Chapter 6, the goal of the bayou. The swamp.
At least in Afghanistan, we had nippy nights.
It makes one yearn for rainy London.
This place.
At what
Champagne
point
did
have
not
you
mince
shaved your
words about
beard?
it.
Keep your wits about you, Watson. We are inching closer
Is
to
it
the
a
heart of
continuity
this
error,
mystery.
or is it
However
something?
dark
Does it
may
have
be.
something to do with the
Hell's bells!
Lovecraftian mythos?
Stay away, Doctor.
That he did, Holmes.
I rule these parts. No hiding from me here.
No case goes cold on my watch!
Settle down, boys. Our friends are as good as gone.
You underestimate me.
Watson, our moment of truth.
Holmes, do you believe the sheriff that we won't escape?
One cannot be hurt by superstition, Watson. This hut has been abandoned for a long time.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
Okay, so I can talk while I'm doing this. But yeah, this seems that it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, let's keep an eye out for docking places.
Look, Holmes. Fireflies.
Do I have a map of the area? No. Luckily this is quite fast. But I do wish that I had some kind of map of the area so that I could now keep track at where I've been.
How are you faring, Watson? Are you tired?
Not yet, but I've more than had it with these damn mosquitoes.
So this is most likely the way that we need to come because it's safe already. Nothing in there.
Fisherman's hut. Not what we're looking for.
I assumed that we could check that from the boat. I might have actually come through here. Is this the first building? Yes, this. So last time we went right, so it's time to try the left side. Don't go left yet. There's an X on that tree, most likely to mark the way.
How did this shipwreck get here?
Let us just ensure we do not end up the same way.
There's light. There's another hut. Can I dock here?
What was that, Holmes?
Whatever, or whoever it was, we should ready ourselves. Am I hearing drums?
Drums in the bayou?
Things are getting interesting.
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Probably just a rotten log.
Most likely it was an alligator.
Did you hear that, Holmes? What do you see?
A shadow. Nothing more.
I'm following the fires.
If you
Torches.
told me when I binned your paper that we'd end up fleeing the law in a rowboat through the Louisiana bayou,
I dare say you would have hardly been surprised.
I have no idea if I'm going the right way. I'm just basically going by the instinct.
The air is getting thicker, almost suffocating.
the stench of death. All too familiar now. We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
Why was that even possible?
Careful of the gators, Watson. It is stupidity rather than courage to refuse to recognize danger when it is close upon you.
Am I like supposed to go slow or turn around? Well, I got the trophy out of this. I got the trophy out of this.
Reeks of damp. We're more like...
Okay, so I saw the alligator going that way. So I assumed we go this way then. There, the alligators are there.
Holmes, hand me the rifle. I can shoot the ropes holding a few of those poor souls.
Watson, stay calm, but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
Why is there a timer?
That's nature, Watson. Let's try not to annoy them.
Any sign of Arneson? If not, let's push on.
Okay, so we had to come back here to lure the alligators away from the river so that we can go across. Pirate cages. Or basically
That pier looks promising over there, Watson.
We're approaching the heart of darkness.
Land-ho!
This place gives me the shivers, despite the muggy night.
Traces of feet and
Footprints
chains.
left by a crowd of shackled prisoners.
Can we just leave?
It looks like a boat left from here.
Blood. Untended wound, still alive.
Ashmat dragged Arneson here.
It's quite dark. Well, this seems fun. I think that it's time to hallucinate again soon.
Ugh, the smell of burning flesh, just horrific.
Keep away from it, focus on
The
our
fiery
task, so we
gathering
may
of
soon leave
passions
all
and
this
deception.
behind.
Insane people. Cages.
The victim's left hand clawed at the soil. The bloody handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers.
Arneson was kept here.
Sunken heels, the result of dragging a heavy body. The blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time. A simple rope.
How curious.
The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area. This is how those poor people were crucified. Hopefully it's not Arneson. This is not Arneson, just another unfortunate soul. Thankfully, Arneson isn't among the dead. The hand tied here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been Arneson.
For now, I assume that somebody got the ropes.
Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly.
Yeah.
That's a lot of blood, but probably not enough to be fatal. The captive was dragged through hell.
But he's been bleeding for a long time.
The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
What's their third option? No, that would mean that they killed him, so this is the right one. God damn it. Come only.
Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. A worn blade, but clean and without blood.
Most likely used to cut the ropes then.
Bowls filled with blood.
It's either this or the third one that I don't know about yet.
The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread. The prisoner's clothes tossed aside.
Now is this something?
A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep. Days old and rotten. Damp and mouldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment.
Oh. Yeah, he was tied and then dragged, yeah. And now we have more information about this one. It's Not this one. It's this one. There's still one spot that I need to figure out. Oh, I exit the investigation scene.
Only this indentation was spared from blood.
They are taking Arneson, so it's how do they differ? Yeah. It's most likely this one. And let's go check the on where they kept him.
Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire.
First try.
Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head. With Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used the mechanism with an indentation to open the passage.
This evidence is pinnable. Let's actually do this first because we don't know where the pin location actually is. Yeah.
Heavy and covered in blood.
Yeah, I don't.
Something is wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
Okay, so Watson is left behind, so I think that it's time for another Lovecraftian, most likely hallucination, because after all, every Sherlock Holmes game that I've played before has been rooted in reality.
Woe betide those who take it. Walk away. Let the unknown be.
That's human skin, and still warm. What's happening? Deja vu, and not in a pleasant way.
There's a hand now. Well, what happens if I go here? Okay, now there's some platforms. This doesn't lead to anywhere. It's time. Most likely I need to solidify those at some way. There's some kind of cave there. Okay, so the platforms have stopped now. Oh, there was two of those. Okay, so I can just cannot walk in there. So do I have to go through this again? Are the platforms here now? No. So I still have to do something to make them solid. This? No. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe into the cave now. Oh no, the first one was here, so there's something up here now. No. Here maybe? No. I need to make these solid. But I haven't actually checked my surroundings on this side. lead to anywhere. Anywhere from... Can't go anywhere from there. We came through here. This seems like it's this place has been now mirrored. What do I need to do? Can I interact with that hand from somewhere? So that's a no, at least from that point. This doesn't go anywhere. Like left hand, it seems. Are we sure that we don't have to be? The hand is still there. Oh, would have been too simple, I guess. How interesting. How do I make them solid? God damn it, Holmes. I've partially completed the puzzle, but yeah, of course not, that won't work, because that doesn't make any sense. But do I need to find like one of those symbols on the floor on this version of this area? Where could it be? Video game rule of 3 would also work, but I'm pretty sure that I've been all the places that I can be. This is like mirrored now. Oh wait. Maybe. Maybe it is as simple as that. Shit. God damn it, that this kind of things suck. Oh, almost. Do I need to actually check the rest of the route now? So, and I have to do this on reverse, so... And then, of course, at the end, it's we're gonna make one last turn. Oh. Shit. It's 3 AM. It's way too late for this kind of stuff. Because at the end it makes another goddamn circle. Oh. I went a little too far. But I need to crack the end. So we need to circle the, another gate too. It comes from this side. It's going to be like tight left after the gates. Finally. And is there now going to be a more complex version of this?
What on earth for?
Well, these are actually simple. Deep scratch, destroyed blood, and we need to get this open. So basically I need to find a few eyes or something. I was already over that pan.
Now it is glowing, but why?
Wait, was I supposed to get hit by one of those? Because this seemed to make only a... They go around. So do I need to get hit by the right one or something? Is there like some symbols on these? I've made one full circle without dying. Do you open? No. Do I need to find the eye symbol from somewhere in here? So. Oh. Oh yeah, I need to be hit by maybe this one then.
There's that glow again.
Okay, so I need to find this symbol. Not this one then. That was a stupid puzzle.
That was all. I can't take anymore.
And luckily they didn't have to be in order.
At last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming.
And now it's time to find Holmes. Shivering on the floor again, I think. And with a beard, no doubt. We didn't get that far. We should be here.
Holmes, what are you doing? Sitting in a place like this?
How did you get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened? Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
I just need a second, John.
The unknown, beckoning, great one, lightning!
I should examine him before he has another seizure. Severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed. Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound. Cold sweat. 2, no, 3 ribs fractured. Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute. Arneson is delirious after all he's endured. We can't get him to the boat in a state like that. It's dangerous to us and him. Please tell me there are no eels inside, Arneson. This is Dwale, induces sleep and relaxation. Salvia divinorum, provokes visual hallucinations.
And finally, all is getting
A gluey decoction.
starts getting
The smell is
get
herby
clearer.
and sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color. Hard to tell what it says.
For he is coming. Proof work by giving life to the great lord. Deepwater calls.
I wonder what this language is. I can't decipher that text. Pokeweed berries, though they appear harmless, the whole plant is lethal. Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use.
Pharmacist Handbook: How to Treat Without Killing. This book is helpful assistant on your journey to becoming competent pharmacist. Every drop, crumble, or grain of substance can bring a sick patient back to life, but may kill him if dispensed carelessly. It is crucial to know what can help and what can kill. Each chapter provides a brief description of every substance used in pharmacy. Remember, be precise, be patient, learn from the mistakes of others.
Some
Useful
kind of
advice.
amanita mushroom. Extremely poisonous. Odorless, watery, and hard to identify.
I've read those.
The nightmares these poor souls had to endure.
The walls are spinning. Let me catch my breath.
Okay, so we are not done yet. Wells with an unidentified liquid are among other toxic plant. It is odorless, watery, and transparent yellow. Liquid. Doorless. Snake venom typically looks like yellow water. It has no impurities or foam. A few drops of snake venom, diluted or mixed with other substances, can be used as a muscle relaxant. 1 drop per 80 pounds should be enough. An odorous, gluey brown substance that has a strong sharp smell of herbs. It may have been burned. Everything is wrong. Ayahuasca is a brown-colored paste used in rituals across the Amazon basin. It causes visual and auditory hallucinations created in South America. The doctine's main ingredient is local plant, known as jade.
This should help soothe Arneson.
I need some fresh air.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Arneson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat.
Once again, I'm going by myself.
Me festering soul and let me feel. Free me festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul. Phantoms of nothing, we are born to die. Filth in the eyes of our eldritch lord.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice.
Eyes without purpose, I now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Holmes? Are you all right? Here, let me help.
I'm fine.
Holmes? Sherlock! What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
I don't... You're right. Let's go, Watson.
Luckily I don't have to row away from this goddamn bayou again.
Bon Dieu. Still among the living.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man. Through and through. Wait, is that Mr. Arneson?
Yes, but he's not well. Do you know Lucy?
Belle from the Nymph? That I do.
Please bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Power of the heart. I get you. Wait here.
Errol? Oh, Errol!
Reckon we should give him space. Farewells are painful.
No. Tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and tender care, he ought to survive those injuries, both physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him. Thank you for bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
His property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then it's settled. Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and champagne? I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny. I was just thinking that grub did nothing to save your man. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes around here.
I like the sound of that.
Holmes, our boat.
Oh, we must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
No man is an island. We are back at London, it seems. Book from Beyond. Most likely a cutscene time. Yeah.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics in Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
What's the cryptic message for Ashmat about? What is that about? Who is the cult leader and what is their goal? So we are getting close to end, it seems. We are going to outside, so I want a hat. Because we are in London and of course it rains.
Am I mad? This painting wasn't here last time, was it?
There's most likely a trophy attached to those paintings.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Storm of the Century. The tempest which many already call the Storm of the Century has been raging west of Lochaber's coastline over the past fortnight. Officials are alarmed by signs of storm's intensification. The storm is taking a toll on shipping and seamen's lives, with 34 ships reported lost. Even as this article goes to press, hundreds of lives hang in the balance, with seamen truly struggling against the elements. Sadly, the Royal Navy Rescue is forbidden to launch any search parties due to the dangerous conditions. Her Majesty Queen Victoria held an emergency meeting with her ministers about the crisis along our coast, and it was learned that similar phenomena of lower importance are occurring around the world. In other news, a French thief with the initials AL is toying with Scotland Yard.
Get the Strand, get the true facts.
We need to go to the bookstore.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details.
For some reason, it makes my skin crawl. Take care of your master.
They seem to be living together now.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson, indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely.
Selves on the right, he probably meant his right because there's not... This volume contains fact, stories and gossip about the members and successes of great British families. It is somewhat the chauvinistic account of Britain's finest. Most likely we can now check something from the archives. Yes. The message transcribed by Davy is addressed to Ashmat. It reads, "When the storm starts, where the ships fall, at Stevenson's guiding light, the last embrace of all the chosen." So location Scotland. Sires, knights. I'm pretty sure that this is Scotland. We have no indication that we know that. Cyrus would... But I did all of these and they were wrong. Seriously, say not to me that weekly I declined. We have no indication of that, so I think that we will go...
A moment, please. Spellbinding pages.
God damn it, I have to Google this. Who greatest British families briefly mentions the Stevensons, famed for their lighthouses across of all Scotland. Funnily enough, the first Stevenson in the lineage shares the same given name as the latest author Robert Louis Stevenson. Ever since the Bell Rock Lighthouse's erection in 1810, the Stevensons have left their mark around Scotland via civil engineering feats in maritime industry. The lighthouses were built by Robert Stevens or his sons, Alan, David, and Thomas. Sailors roaming Scotland's coastline have the dynasty to thank for guiding them prosperity and safety. The message mentioned a place where the cult plans to gather, a lighthouse built by the Stevensons west of Lochaber, Scotland.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Lochaber, west coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Located on the remote island of the same name, Skerryvore Lighthouse lies southwest of the inhabited island of Tyre. Designed and built 1844 by Alan Stevenson, the tower is testament to the determination of the Empire workers and engineers to make life safer for seamen. The lighthouse has seen 6 years of construction, with numerous men risking their lives to build this pagans. Yes. Located on the outer horizontal Parahead, lighthouse illuminates the southern entrance to the Minch. Tower designed by Robert Stevenson and built by James Smith of Inverness 1833, is made of stone. It is deemed United Kingdom is highest lighthouse standing 682 feet above sea level. Now I wonder why did I have to.
Doctor! Look what I just found.
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope you will consider lending it to me in the future. Good day, Doctor.
I assumed that he would have gone insane if I gave him the book, and we also might need it in the further research. Details ritual for awakening the pagan gods sleeping under the ocean. It involves a special chant. The strongest men of every ethnicity on Earth perform before they are to be sacrificed for the gods' awakening. Creature with a pitch-black face, akin to Egyptian sphinx, must witness the ritual. If successful, the ceremony will destroy the world's seas and lands.
A fascinating book. Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counselling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
One of our informants, Philip Hawke, has not been in contact for the last few days. Please check his status. He was working on investigation close to his lodgings. Hawke is disabled and his home is next to one of your client's houses, Captain Stenwick. Report to me after you have visited. I'll be in the bookshop. I don't think that we know that just yet.
Dr. Watson, how nice to see you, despite the inclement weather. At least my flowers are enjoying the rainfall.
Get the Strand, get the true facts.
Family, Watson. I let go of the best part in Cordona. Now I am left with the worst in Mycroft.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details.
Do I need to come back as Sherlock? Most likely.
The oldest letter was delivered 3 days ago. The milk has soured.
That was kind of cheating, but just in case, I will take a manual save here. Because if I can go...
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession, as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland. I need a moment to put my affairs in order.
You raised my spirits, Watson. Take all the time you need.
Okay, so this is something we need to complete as Watson then. So back to that house.
Get the Strand, get the true facts.
Oh, that was here actually.
I'm not getting in here.
Of course not. Now that because we know that we cannot go in there from there. Oh, now this opens.
Near perfect camouflage. It makes me wonder if Mycroft also spies on our suite in Baker Street.
Most
A
likely.
map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction. The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road. Royal Berkshire Regiment. His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin. Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war.
Unfinished note written by Hawk. Carriage with hooded visitor arrived, carriage left with visitor stayed inside, boxes with gold from Japanese Imperial Mint arrived, boxes still. The last box was moved inside the embassy, arrival of the Ottoman ambassador and vice consul. The men are having meeting the second floor. There are maps of
Capital M, signed by someone else's hand.
Moriarty.
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks. A wasp's nest. They might attack if someone draws too close or are otherwise provoked. Much like London itself.
In the bookshop, so to this side. Do I have to go to the check the embassy?
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I have found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
So that was fast.
Another.
I wonder. But okay, it's time to end this episode here. And I have a suspicion that the next part will be the final part to this game, so stay tuned for that, and as always, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you on the next one. So, bye for now.